What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Crossplay, our video game podcast here at the Whatnauts. It is Saturday, July 3rd, episode 79. The fireworks aren't popping yet, but they will. Or gunshots, who knows. But coming up on today's show, rumors have been confirmed. There's a petition to cancel Hideo Kojima's Xbox game, and Alan has become a Digimaster and has left Crossplay. But we will get to all of that in a bit. My name is Gino Viteri, and I am joined by DC's own Ignacio Rojas. What's up, Ignacio? How are you?
You wouldn't get that because right now you cannot see my shirt.
Well, show your shirt. Ignacio's fully decked out in DC right now. T-shirt, jacket, probably underwear and pants.
My jacket is Team Maui and Son. No.
You just said it was DC, no?
No.
The T-shirt is
Rip Curl. Rip Curl. The T-shirt is DC. My shoes are DC.
Wasn't there?
My
your shoes
are... my socks are Nike, I think.
Okay. Also, you're not from DC then. You're just all over the place.
Yeah.
Fashionista.
Okay, that's my mistake.
Ignacio
We're also joined
Rojas.
by Kyle Springer. What's up, Kyle?
Dude, I've been having a hot Gundam summer.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
been great. Yeah.
That new movie came out, right? That new Gundam movie?
It
On
hit
Netflix?
Netflix. Yeah, it's been out in Japan, so you could watch it in certain ways.
If you were
if
dedicated,
you really
yeah.
wanted to, but yeah, it hit Netflix. And I started a rewatch of all the like main timeline Gundam stuff, which is what this movie is in. And I started it last year during the pandemic, started it again this year, forgot that this movie was coming out, finally was like, oh yeah, shit, like that's supposed to be out July 1st. Happened to be like done with Double Zeta, and then moved on to Unicorn and all of that stuff, which I know you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but it was like
Zoids.
it worked out perfectly to like I got done with the stuff right before it, the day before,
Okay.
and so it's just like, oh, this is great. I can
Now,
watch
how much
so.
is that? How much content is that? How many episodes?
For the thing that just came out,
You said the main...
main Gundam
the stuff you
timeline.
watch.
Main
There's
Gundam stuff.
quite a bit. So the original show had like 40 something. 40 something. Yeah, you guys know what I was about to say. There's 2 sequel shows after that. There's a couple movies in there. There's another like smaller mini series in there and stuff like that. And then there's stuff that takes place after what the new thing did. So there's quite a bit. That's the most fleshed out Gundam timeline. The rest of them are all kind of in their own thing.
Yeah, I was
So
asking
you-
because Gundam is kind of an old property. Like
It is.
1979 is when
Yeah.
the
79,
original
yeah,
one-
and I know that there have been several Gundam shows.
Yeah.
Mhm. Zoids, ever watch Zoids, Ignacio?
I
Zoids is
didn't
good.
watch Zoids, but funny enough, the other day I saw this one thing online about a toy that a friend of mine had that I didn't, but it was one of the random toys that he had, and I never knew where it came from or what it was until I saw that one thing, and it was like, oh, that's where it was from. That's where I could find it. But yeah,
So it
I'd
was
never
so
watched it.
good.
I used to have the white tiger, the white lion tiger thing, and
I
the
think
blue
that's
one.
the one that I was thinking
You know,
of. The blue one.
Those 2 Zoids I used to have. Those were awesome. I freaking love Zoids.
Yeah.
And now, when you look at them online, they're like minimum $100 for.
Yeah,
a
they're
Zoid or
so
whatever.
expensive
They're
because
so expensive, dude.
You have to build them, though. Those are like, what do you call them? Model kits, or
It
those you have
probably
to build.
depends on the grade of the model kit, because I
Yeah.
have little tiny Gundam here.
yeah, but the
Very
one that
cute,
you would
very
think
cute.
This
of
is the like cheap one, yeah, that you can get for like
Yeah.
$20, and it's just like, hey, here's this little small thing, you know, blah blah blah. But yeah, you can get ones that are like 2 or 3
Yeah.
times the size, and you have to like
I had one like that. Yeah.
glue them together and stuff like that. Yeah,
I went on a little Gundam building binge for a little bit. And I built like 3 Gundams back when I was back home in Miami.
Nice.
But now that I live in my own place here, and I live with my girlfriend. Like I can't like have these things out, you know. So
sure.
gotta make some sort of compromise. So why am I gonna spend $100 to build something and put it in the closet? You know.
The plan is to get her into it, so then you have an excuse that hey, this is something we both love. Look at these giant Gundams, right?
Yeah,
it's great. Everyone loves it.
Yeah, eventually you could fall in. Eventually you could fall in love with the Gundam.
You could do what Kyle does and put them on a shelf.
Yeah.
Put them on display.
Podcast studio here.
Exactly. So
Gundams behind you.
If you're watching video, I am wearing sunglasses, and if you're listening, I am wearing sunglasses as well. And I'm wearing these sunglasses
so hungover.
Because you know how Kyle was just talking about all those Gundam stuff? I was asleep, but you wouldn't have known. You wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Sure. Yeah, some very quick naps.
I think this looks great because it doesn't, like, for some reason, like, these are black, like, obviously black sunglasses, and then I have my regular glasses there. Those reflect the screen more than these do. Why is that a thing? I don't get that.
Like, I can still see the reflection, but especially when you look up right there. But when you look where you normally do, it is just black.
Yeah.
Whereas
so it's kind of ominous. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Like, you guys aren't gonna try me right now.
Anime.
Even though these are like tiger print glasses, you're still not gonna try me. I'm very threatening right now. Very threatening to you all. So I was missing last week, of course. You guys, I listened to the episode. Very terrible hosting job, by the way.
I know, Cal. Yeah, I know about Cal.
Truly horrible.
Well, we didn't have one host, to be honest.
Yeah, like
I started it, then Alan took over, then Cal closed it.
There was 3 people, and somehow there was 4 hosts. I don't know how that happened. But there you go. No, you guys did great. But I was eating K barbecue with my little sister. Because Korean barbecue. Have you heard of this, Ignacio?
I have heard of such country called Korea, and I'm guessing that's
that
where
has
the
barbecue as well.
Yeah.
Barbecue stands for what does barbecue stand for?
No, BBQ stands for barbecue. Barbecue
is
a word.
Yeah.
Barbecue is a word.
Okay, yeah. BBQ stands for barbecue.
What's barbecue stand for? What's an acronym of?
BBQ. So I had KBBQ 2 weeks ago, right? Thrill K barbecue here in Atlanta, and I was like, oh my god, it was $30 for all you can eat, and I was like, this is the most life-changing experience I've ever had in my entire life. So I called my sister and I was like, hey, you want to improve your life? Come try this K barbecue place. And she was like, you know, those youngins, they're like, all right, bet. So she said, all right, bet.
Put your money where your mouth is.
And then she bought a ticket that upcoming Wednesday. She was like, all right, I'm getting there Thursday night. We're going Friday night. And then we're hanging out Saturday. I was like, all right, sounds good. So then I was like, I went to the Crossplay Discord and I was like, guys, I'm not hanging out Friday for your trivia night. I probably would have won. But I'm also not going to be on Crossplay because I'm going to be hanging out with my sis. And then so we had some K barbecue on Friday. Had some drinks, hung out, then went to some food hall Saturday, and hung out with some kind of funny best friends of kind of funny podcast. I don't know.
What?
Anyway,
kind of funny.
Well, yeah,
are you looking for the town that you live in?
I was like, kind of funny.
You hang out with my Batson. Is that what you're talking about? Like kind of funny fame?
No, like of part of kind of funny. That's what I meant. Like part of kind of funny, like friends of part of kind of funny. I don't know how I was trying to say.
Friends of kind of funny.
Guys, I'm bilingual. You know what I mean. My words get mixed up. You know how it is, Ignacio.
I know.
So we had one of them had a birthday party, and I was invited to it. A very beautiful home, and we hung out there. They have a fire pit in their backyard that they never lit until I got there. And I was like, hey, you got a fire pit. You gonna light it up or what? And then they were like, "Oh, we've never lit it before." And I was like, "Well, it's the first time for everything." And then they lit it up, and then people started jumping over the fire. It was freaking wild, dude. It was freaking crazy. Yeah,
Party
very
animals
dangerous
over there.
Sure.
Yeah, pretty wild, pretty wild. Also, we so I hung out with Matt, as you could see. I posted a picture on Twitter that says, the caption reads, "If we don't get 1,000 likes, we are deleting our Twitters."
You guys better keep your promise.
Well, just so you know, Ignacio, you have asked, and Matt has responded. The engineers of Twitter are working on it. Turns out deleting a Twitter account is difficult if you ask for it. If you don't ask for it, then easily they'll just snap a finger, they'll delete your Twitter account, DMCA and all that stuff, you know what I mean? But if you're asking for it, if you're like, "Hey, we gotta delete our Twitters, just on grounds
Isn't
of a
there
bet,"
an option for you to delete it?
There is. He's just being an idiot.
Pretty sure there is.
No, not that I believe, not that I know.
don't
of.
believe in it.
Yeah,
Therefore,
I don't
it
think
doesn't
so.
exist.
So, gotta make a TikTok and gotta spread the word on Facebook. You know, go to those, all those, spread it to my family and stuff, and get 1,000 likes on that tweet. So start liking it if you listen to this.
You guys better deliver.
Yeah. How about we get into some video games, guys? You guys ready for that?
Sure.
I just spoke a lot, so somebody take over.
Ignacio, what have you been playing?
Not much actually. I finished everything that I wanted to play. Like I talked about it last week. Kakarot, Integrate.
All video games are done. He's beaten them all.
Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, and Ratchet and Clank, which I platinum. So right now I
Wiped your
don't
PS5.
have.
You wiped your PS5 with all its memory. You've completed everything, and
it's
now you're trading it in.
I need more space. Actually, I need more space. But yeah, because of that, I'm left with this interplays where nothing's coming out that I want to play, and everything that I wanted to play I already played. So I've been jumping up in between games. The one that I played the most has been Sea of Thieves, which, because of the new expansion that they put out for Pirates of the Caribbean, that's what I wanted to play it. I haven't played much of it because, believe it or not, single player Sea of Thieves is a bit complicated, since you have to man your own ship by yourself. If you do not know, Sea of Thieves is like a pirate simulator in a way. So in your ship, you have to be the one who's to steer it, to mess with the sails. You have to matchmaking? Go. Yeah, but I don't want to play with random people. So you have to do that. If you are fighting someone, if someone attacks you, you have to be the one who, one, steers, two, goes to man the cannons. So it can be a bit complicated. They killed me a couple of times because of that. But as far as the Pirates of the Caribbean content goes, it is interesting. I haven't played much of it. I did get to play like the first two missions, and the first mission itself is very interesting. So from what I've heard, basically this mission is you on an island, and you go through a cave, and you hear voices, and you go through the cave. You see ghosts. They tells you kind of in a way the story of these pirates that got a treasure. And so from what I've heard, this is actually supposed to be like an homage to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland. So apparently they went there. The developers went there. They took the audio. They actually used the mics, the old mic that they used to record the sounds back in the day. And so if you go there, I don't think I've ever gone to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, but if you go there, it does give you that feeling of going through a ride. You hear this voice constantly telling you, "Dead men tell no tales," and it kind of sounds like if it were taken from a ride, an old ride. And so I thought that was pretty cool. That's a very good attention to detail of it. And so that's the first part of the mission. I only did a mission after that, which was you having to rescue these head of a dead pirate and have to go do some things, which was kind of like a very standard mission. It wasn't nothing special, nothing.
We're not sponsored by Pepsi. That's why I covered the can. You know what I mean?
I was like, what are you doing? You're like trying.
I need two hands. I need two hands to drink it.
Drink there.
Now, if Coke wants to sponsor us, very happily display this.
Oh, relax.
I'll give them free promotion. I don't care.
We're not Rooster Teeth. We don't have to be like, no, don't show that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's as far as I can say about the Pirates of the Caribbean content. I haven't done much. But again, the first mission of it, I thought that it was pretty cool. The attention of detail. The second mission was pretty standard, and I've not done anything after that. So that's basically what I played. I know I said last week that I would play more of Heat Wave.
Wave Break.
Oh,
Wave Break.
Yeah.
Nah, you don't
I tried. I sincerely tried. I just cannot get past the first level. I don't know if I'm bad at the game, if the controls are bad.
Broken Ignacio.
No, so like I said last week, Wave Break is like Tony Hawk but on a motorboat instead of a skateboard. And so in order to progress through levels, you have to actually hit a certain amount of points. And that means
with your gun.
I still do not know what the gun's for because I haven't gotten past that. So you have to hit a certain amount of points to actually get to the next level, and I find that to be very difficult for me because you have to do tricks, but not only that, there are several missions scattered through the level, but there's not missions that you take. They are like jump through this one window and do this one trick, or get this one tip that's in this place, or jump to this place, and stuff like that. And so the level gives you like a list of things that you should do, which are a lot, and you have to remember to do all that stuff, and you have like 2 minutes. You don't get that much time, and so
that's what they used to do.
I don't know if it is that I'm bad at it, because I used to play Tony Hawk back in the day on the PS1. I don't know if I am bad at it or if it is the controls of it, which is why I cannot. I try my best to do these tricks and to grind, and there's one grind thing that you have to get all the letters to spell out a word, but it is you have to grind first, then you have to jump into another thing, and then grind there because there's another letter, and then jump again to another grind thing. But I cannot. Only once I've made it to the second part of it, jumping, and if you fall down, you have to restart it.
So is this the Dark Souls of Tony Hawk games? Is that what you're saying?
For sure. It sounds like it.
Okay. Well, at least you tried now, so you can remove software and move forward. You know what I
mean? But the one thing that I want to say is that it seems that the game has that 80s aesthetic that
yes,
the neon colors 80s aesthetic. There's actually one character in that one level that gives you kind of like a mission. You talk to him. There's a dialogue between them, and it does seem that maybe the gun part of it comes from the person being a detective or something like that. That later you would use the gun, but you have stuff like that where this one character gives you mission. But again, that's all that I've been able to do. I tried. I cannot get past one level.
Yeah. Cool. Go. Sounds good. Kyle, you've been playing Hades?
I have. I jumped back into Hades. I've been streaming it the past couple weeks on our Whatnauts Wednesdays. And man, that game is good. That game is so fucking good. I had done just shy of like 30 runs when I was first playing it. So I haven't done many more. I think I'm now at like 32, 33, something like that. But I was expecting to go back into the game and just be terrible and just like, I don't remember this stuff. I don't remember the buttons. And I felt like once I was actually there and in the game, I did fine. I know that I'm not great at the game, but it's still just like I got farther than I was expecting to. I got to like the second and third locations and stuff like that, and I was just like, oh, like I was expecting to like die a bunch on like the first one and be like, I don't remember how to play. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, that game just makes you feel like you are strong and you like there's always something to get and to progress towards, and so it's good. It's so much fun. but
Yeah, he's
I'm gonna keep
incredible.
playing that. I was planning on only doing it on Wednesdays for our Whatnauts Wednesday streams on twitch.tv/the Whatnauts, but I kind of want to just jump back into it on my own time and stuff like that. I also wish that I had the game on Switch, but I don't. It's on my PC, so I don't know. But that's what I will be playing in the coming weeks on stream. So.
And when does this come out for PS4? I know it comes out for or PlayStation. It comes out soon, right? No,
I don't remember off the
don't
top of my
remember.
head, but yeah, I believe in
or
the
around
near
the end
future.
of the year. I thought that's why you were playing it again, but
Nope, just because I wanted to do something that I like didn't necessarily need to only play on Wednesdays because I still have my Halo play through to complete and stuff like that, and I was like,
yeah,
well, with those, I don't really want to like only do that on Wednesdays. I want to play that on my own time.
yeah. Hades is
like
hop
that,
in,
so-
hop out.
Yeah.
Cool.
It comes out pretty soon on PS4 and PS5 on August 13th.
Nice.
Next month.
There you go. Well, my friends, I have been playing this game called Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt. I signed up for the closed beta when did they review or show this game? I think it was at
Don't remember.
was
I
it at
always
E3? I think it was at E3, right?
I always confuse that and vampire with a Y.
Vampire, yeah.
Vampire.
No, so they showed this. I don't remember if they showed it at the Summer Games Fest or whatever the heck. But I signed up for the closed beta, and I got a code for it, and I hopped into the tutorial and 2 matches is what I've done so far. You don't really need to play so much to know what these battle royale games consist of. So base level, this game is pretty cool actually. It's a third person battle royale where you are a vampire, and there's different vampire classes. There's some that are tanky, some that are sort of more assassins, and some that are sort of more, I guess you could say, magic based sort or support. I guess no, yeah, support. It'd be more support classes because there's solos and trios. So I guess you could like, I haven't done trios, but I assume you go in with a tank, assassin, and a support. But it's pretty cool. It's just you hop in. I don't know how many it is. It's not like 100 player match. I think they're like 30 or 40 around there. And my first match, I spawned in a high tier loot location, and I went to go jump to the pier, and I fell in the water and died, and that was the end of that match, right? So then I hopped into the next match, got a little bit further here, and the vampire aspect of it is really cool because you could just like you're freaking traversing through the buildings, you're freaking climbing on the buildings and then you're running around, and then you grab you either have, there's different types of guns. It's kind of weird. You just like get like an assault rifle or like a shotgun or whatever.
Assault rifles.
Yeah. But then they also have like the crossbows and they have different kinds of melee weapons where it's like a dual sword and
garlic grenades. No.
Or that. It would be funny if they had that. Yeah, like steak weapons, but they don't have that. I don't know why they didn't like lean into that. But it's just regular kinds of weapons and stuff. Some cool ones. And you also have 2 powers. You have your I play a vampire called the Brute, and they do like this shockwave like pulse thing that pushes everyone down and stuff like that in front of them. And then they also have their other skill, which is just a really big jump. So I haven't played the other ones do like little teleports.
Yeah, like a mist teleport.
Yeah, a mist teleport. The other ones have like they throw out a decoy, or one of them have like a shield or whatever, like different kinds of stuff. But it's really cool when you knock someone down. You could either finish them off, or you suck their blood. You pick them up and you suck their blood, and I think you get some sort of buff or something from that. I haven't done it because so you could get knocked down as a vampire.
Bad at the game, right?
Yeah, because I'm bad at the game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is what happened to me. This is exactly the situation that happened to me. I third party to fight, right? Third party is when you come in and you try to kill the person that's winning, right? Because the other person's weak. So someone downed somebody, right? And then they were picking them up to eat them, and then I downed that person that was picking them up. I was like, all right, freaking cool, dude. Now I got these two losers, about to destroy both of them. So then I go pick up the one that I downed to eat him, and then I didn't realize that you can get up still if you get downed, as long as nobody kills you. If no one finishes you off, you either get up, you get up, and you can just go back to it. So I was eating this guy, and then the guy got up and freaking killed me. I was like, damn, I should have finished you off when I could. I freaking trusted you, like I trusted you to stay down. So that happened, and then that was my second match. But it's really cool. There's also other like random civilians just walking around the city, and you can charm them to come to you. You can charm them to come to you, and then you eat them, and they give you. There's different ones that give you like 10% damage, melee damage, or shield or whatever. Like they give you different kinds of buffs depending on who you eat.
That's cool.
Yeah, and you have like these vampire senses where you do see their aura around the map. So you will see like regular civilians, but you won't see players because they're also vampires. So cool little just like vampire battle royale. It's literally what it is. Yeah. Pretty cool. It's actually pretty fun.
Have you played the like main Vampire the Masquerade games?
No. Wasn't this one supposed to be the second one, but then they scrapped that and just made it a battle royale?
I have no idea. I know there was some big news thing with Vampire the Masquerade, some issues I think they were having there, but I know that there is some decent lore in those games. Yeah. So I just was curious if you knew how that factored in with this stuff.
No.
There was some explanation of like, here's why this battle royale is happening. This faction, that faction are fighting against who knows.
No, I don't know. Also the different kinds of vampires, like based off of what vampire you choose, you also look like a different kind of vampire. Like the ones that I chose, obviously, I want to look cute, pretty, right? So I chose the good looking ones, and you could customize them. You customize their hair, their eyes, their facial hair, all that stuff, whatever you want. And you customize their clothes, and it's really cool the customization as well. Or you could also be the really ugly swamp looking vampires that are like all freaking weird and stuff like that. Those are the cool. Yeah, those are actually very weird. Good ones. Those are the assassin ones. For me, it's all about looks, right? So we're doing that first and foremost.
How shallow of you.
Yeah,
superficial, yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Cool.
And I will continue playing until tomorrow when they destroy the closed beta and then not released for another 2 years, I assume.
So I have here Bloodlines 2, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, which was delayed past 2021.
Bloodlines.
Okay.
Bloodlines.
So yeah,
this
maybe
is Blood Hunt.
That one is. Yeah, Blood Hunt. Maybe it also affects Blood Hunt's release. Do you know if it will be free to play when it comes out?
I'm pretty sure it will be. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it will be.
I
mean, battle royales usually are.
You kind of need to.
Yeah, battle royales especially need to be free to play. If it's not, that game's dead. Then it doesn't really shake anything up. It's just a cool vampire battle royale.
Yeah.
But there you go. All right, my friends, that is what we've been playing. Let's go into some housekeeping.
We put a lot of hard work into the shows that we make, and yes, we make multiple different shows here at the Whatnauts, and we'd love it if you would check them all out. You can find out more information on our website at thewhatnauts.com, as well as your favorite podcasting platform of choice. When you type in The Whatnauts, all of our shows will pop up right there. Just don't forget to give us a nice rating and review if you like the shows. If you want to support what we do here at The Whatnauts, patreon.com/thewhatnauts is the best place to do that. You can support us for as little as $1 a month. You can get all kinds of exclusive content at the $3 tier. You can also get a shout out and thank you on all of our shows at the $5 tier. You can support us on Twitch by subscribing to our channel at twitch.tv/thewhatnauts, and we would love to have you all join us for our live streams and talk with us in the chat. And lastly, we have merch. If you want to grab yourself a shirt or a sweatshirt or a mug or something else, go to thewhatnauts.com/store to pick up some merch today.
And we are back. I want to give a shout out to our Patreon supporters at the $5 tier and above. So, Sam, thank you so much for supporting us for this long. I have said your name so many times. And well, Kyle has said your name so many times, and then I'm like, thank you, Sam. And then so is Alan and Ignacio. They're like, thank you, Sam. Sometimes they don't do it, but
I always do it.
I like to do it as well. So thank you, Sam, so much for supporting us for so long. You are the very best. And let's shout out some cool videos you guys just did. Check out the Reactor Core. You guys just did the episode 4 Loki reactions.
Loki episode 4. That was a good one. I love
no spoilers.
That.
No spoilers. I wait till the weekend to watch it because that's just how I feel. You know, I don't really wait till for Wednesday. And you guys also did the review show Dark season 2. Is that what you did?
Dark season 2 is what we did this past week. Yes. That has been our like end of the month special, where we've been following the story to its completion. We just did season 2. Since I'm going on my vacation, I would technically be gone for that. So we are recording season 3 next weekend. So we did Dark season 2. We're recording something else tomorrow. And then the week after that will be Dark season 3. So if you like time travel shenanigans, go check that stuff out, because that is cool. That has skyrocketed to one of my favorite shows.
Nice. Kyle, you were here one more weekend, correct?
I leave on July 16th. So I will be here this next weekend. Yeah. Okay.
So we could talk about that next week.
Yeah, indeed.
All right. Sounds good. Let's get into the news. Number 1, Sony has acquired multiple studios. Some great stuff here. Sony has welcomed Housemarque to the PlayStation first-party family. Housemarque is known for games like Dead Nation, Resogun, and most recently, Returnal. They have been working exclusively with PlayStation for many years, and now, after gaining the trust of the hand that feeds them, they have been welcomed inside the home. There you go. Big Daddy Host has also tweeted that Dutch studio Nixus Software is joining the family. Let me open this tweet here. He tweeted here, excited to announce that the talented Dutch studio Nixus Software will be joining PlayStation Studios. It's a real pleasure to welcome a team with such deep and technical expertise and vast experience to the PlayStation family. Huge congrats to everyone at Nixus Software. There we go. And I'll say this last part here, and a shocking mistake as well. PlayStation Studios Japan accidentally announced the Housemarque news with an image of Bluepoint joining the PlayStation Studios. So Bluepoint will be joining in the future, no question about it. We agree here. Ignacio, Nixus Software, what do they do and why are they joining this family?
What do they do? As far as I know, Nixus Software is known for porting games, specifically porting games to PC.
To PC, and so, yes.
Yeah, this tells us that Sony is indeed committed to bringing more of their games to PC. If not, why make this move? Nix's software is known for developing games, so if they are acquiring them, it most surely is for that reason, and it goes in line with what they said about them doing a bigger push towards bringing their games to PC, and this is them just committing to it.
There we go. Exactly. Kyle,
Yes, sir.
why buy Housemark when they've already been making games for you for so many years? What's the difference here, my dude?
It's finally the you're on the inside, right? Like you know, we're a gang here at at Crossplay, you know, so rep your set and all that stuff. There's certain people that we might like try and be like, hey, you should come hang out with us a little bit and give them an audition. And that's kind of just loosely what the situation is. Sony likes to kind of court these relationships of just like, hey, we will help you to make this next game. We want it to be exclusive, stuff like that. And after a few years of that, they'll be like, all right, you know what, we'll just buy you outright, and that way you're a part of the family there. But yeah, I'm excited for Housemark because Returnal was such a big jump for them. Most of the stuff that they did was more arcadey stuff, and they kind of unfortunately had to stop it. Well, I say unfortunately because it seemed like that's what they loved doing and making. And then they were just like, yeah, these just don't sell like we need them to. So we have to make something bigger. And the next thing they made was Returnal, which a lot of people really, really enjoyed. So
well, with this acquisition as well, now they got, you know, the big PlayStation money. I wonder if Sony can treat them like Insomniac, where Insomniac put out, you know, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and then Ratchet after the one after the other. So what if they keep doing those little arcadey games that they did, like Resogun and Super Stardust and stuff like that, and then have these AAA games like Returnal with two different teams working on those things? I think would be a very interesting thing. I think that would be pretty cool for them to do.
Ideally, yeah, that would be wonderful. I don't know how big Housemark is or what their capacity is. But yes, something like that would be neat, where they can still be like, hey, here's this little smaller arcade game that we've been experimenting with, and then boom, here is Returnal returns.
Yes.
Returnal 2. Return of the Returnal.
Not a roguelike anymore. Please. Yeah. And easy.
Who knows?
And easy.
Yeah.
As well, Blue Point, we know, is another studio that PlayStation has been working with for quite some time. They've made the Shadow of Colossus remake and Demon Souls remake. So they are going to be purchased as well. Because there's like the image that they released was Blue Point with the like
there's no
the
way you
screen
can
in the
make
back.
this mistake without it like actually being in the works. Maybe it already happened and they just haven't announced it yet, because there's no way you tell the social media person or the design team to make this and like set it up to post at a certain time without it actually being a thing, right? Like you don't just make that as a joke and be like, oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that.
There's no that. Go ahead, Ignacio.
No, also because this is Studio Japan, it's not like it was Sony, and so someone from Sony proper, Sony PR, made this graphic, because it is like a template of the graphic that is the PlayStation Studios logo, and then the name of the company and the logo of the company, Bluepoint. Someone from them made it and then sent it out to these other studios to talk about it and congratulate in the other case, Housemarque joining. And so clearly it was a plan that, hey, also we're going to announce that that Bluepoint is going to go be bought. And so here you go, this other graphic that was made for you. It's not like someone from Studio Japan mistakenly made it. Someone with the knowledge had to make it and then gave it to Studio Japan.
Yeah, but the other thing to do as well is that it's not just the name of the studio that changed or the icon. If you look at the background where it shows all the games in the background, for the Housemarque ones, you see Celine, and then for the Bluepoint one, you see the Demon Soul character in the background.
Oh,
so that's a made was made for
someone
that.
Made that on purpose.
So it's like there's no question about it. This is not a rumor. This was just a mistake that they accidentally did, and now it's gonna happen. Now we know, but they haven't announced it.
Check back in next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
I wonder if they're gonna post the same they're gonna post the same graphic. I assume they are. I mean, they already have it done. So.
Yeah, they're right.
Take that down.
But still, if they buy Bluepoint, that would be great. Bluepoint has done some great work with the remakes.
Now
especially
that they have
with Demon Souls, which was kind of like a from the ground up remake, unlike Shadow of the Colossus, which was kind of like from the ground, but still it was basically the same game. So I am curious to see what else they can bring back. I still want them. My wish would be for them to remake Metal Gear Solid 1.
And that's what I was just about to mention, because if they're gonna be bought by PlayStation, would they even be able to do that? If Konami has
Sony Sony would have to strike a deal with Konami.
I
same like
feel like
same like how they would have had to strike a deal with who made Dark Souls?
From Software.
Sony would have had to get the IP from Software, I think.
Yeah.
And also from Team Eco, the closest.
I feel like that's easier to do when Bluepoint is third party or whatever.
I don't know. I think it would be easier for Sony to actually go to Konami and tell them, hey, would you give us that IP for one of our studios to work on it? And it also is one of the things that has been rumored for Sony. One of the rumors has been Sony going to Konami and getting the Silent Hills IP to make an exclusive game. So in that vein, it could also be possible that they would go to Konami and ask them for the Metal Gear Solid IP. I think it has also been a rumor that it is Metal Gear. But we'll see also, because we also have another news story that is about Konami and their IP.
Exactly. We'll get that. I want to see a Jack remake. So I think that's what we're going to get.
Jack and Daxter would be nice. That or Sly Cooper. I know a lot of people really like that one.
That'd be great. Number 2, rumored last week and confirmed this week, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut has been announced for August 20th. The game will release for PS4 and PS5 with a DLC adding story content, sending Jin to Tsushima's neighboring island, Iki. The PS5 version will come with DualSense support, enhancements to 3D audio, improved load time, 4K resolution options, and lip sync for the Japanese dialogue. So rumored last week, my friend, it is coming out now. Kyle, are you getting this?
Yes, I definitely want to play that DLC. I loved this first game. On one hand, I'm stoked that it's more story content.
Heck yeah.
I'm just the like selfish side of me is just like, it's not like a full like 1.5 Miles Morales thing. It's just, it's just a smaller
just DLC,
But I'm still stoked. So
I still gotta give it to Sucker Punch though. Like, I mean, they released Legends unknowingly.
Yeah.
We did not know about Legends, and they released that like, what was it, like a month or two after the game released?
Kind of.
I don't know how long.
No, it was close to it.
But it was pretty close to it, and it was like, our Legends is releasing, and here it is. Legends comes out, and then now they announce this, and it's a month out. It's freaking. That's great. The way they're doing. I have a belief they're gonna announce Ghost of Tsushima 2, and it's gonna come out 2 months after that, like something like that. Like I feel like Sucker Punch is going to build this sort of reputation where they announce their games and they come out that same year and they come out pristine.
Yeah.
Come out very good. So that's great. I'm looking forward to it. Freaking awesome. I would love I didn't platinum Ghost of Tsushima, but I do want to go back into it now with the DualSense support.
Yeah.
Because I can't wait to see what they do with it. It's gonna be so freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So there we have it. Ignacio, I know you're excited for this. You want to say anything about it?
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. I love Ghost of Tsushima, and also I would love to play more content in that world. And also I love that they are adding quality of life stuff. Like you don't have it here, but they are adding a lock-on system to the game, which is something that everyone wanted.
Oh, are they really? I didn't see that on the blog post.
They are adding some weird thing about being able to remove your quiver in combat, I think it was, which I thought that was very specific. And also what they're doing with the Japanese lip sync, they said that because of the power of the PS5, they'll be able to actually render the mouth going with the actual Japanese audio. And so that gives me hope that they actually fix one of my biggest gripes with Ghost of Tsushima, which was I played the game in Japanese. I know some Japanese, and I know enough Japanese to notice that the subtitles aren't being subtitles of the actual Japanese voice. They are just captions for the English dialogue. And so my hope would be that they actually, if you're playing in Japanese and you have English subtitles, that they are actually subtitles and not just, again, captions for the English audio.
Well, they didn't say they were going to change that, Ignacio, so I'll just tell you.
It is my hope if they are doing that for the VO, the lip sync, they could still do that.
Well, they would have said it here, is what I'm telling you.
Jeez, sorry for getting my hopes up. Man.
So are you not gonna get it now?
Those glasses have changed, man.
You can't see how I really feel.
Yeah.
I'm looking directly at you. Right now. What else? So this one, the director's cut regular price, if you own it on PS4, $20 to upgrade to the director's cut with the DLC. For PS4, $30 to upgrade to PS5 director's cut with the DLC.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, there will be a patch for the PS4 version that it adds some of the enhancements. I think that the lock-on comes from the patch. The quiver thing, I think, is on the patch too. But yeah.
Cool. All right.
The last thing I want to say on this is I don't know how I feel about calling this a director's cut.
I think that's what they're going for now. You know that?
That's. I mean, we have the
Death Stranding one.
Death Stranding director's cut, but that I feel like would be more of a director's cut.
I think it would be less of that director's cut. It is Kojima, after all. It would be less of a director's cut.
A director's cut implies that
the original one was the director's cut.
Yeah, the things that like didn't make it in there that they're putting back in or stuff like that, or there's a new cutscene here or stuff like that. So they didn't really say that's what they were doing with this, and I know they didn't specifically say that that's what they were doing with the Death Stranding one, but I just like that seems more in line with something that Kojima would do, versus like here's the director's cut of Ghost of Tsushima, which no offense, but I don't know who the game director was on this one.
Was Nate Fox also the director of this?
Andrew Goldfarb.
Goldfarb.
Sure, I mean, it's like at the end of the day, it's not just one person that makes these big games, but calling it a director's cut seems to imply that there is stuff that was left out.
You know what I think, Kyle? I think they just like the way it sounds. I think they just think it sounds cool.
It's marketable.
Ghost of Tsushima director's cut. I think that just sounds cool. Instead of saying like Ghost of Tsushima complete edition, they'll be like, this is the director's cut. Yeah, really cool. I think it sounds cool. There we go. Ghost of Tsushima director's cut coming out August 20th.
I think Nate Fox was the director of it.
Yeah.
You might be right. That sounds familiar.
All right. Let's move on, my friends. Number 3. Hideo Kojima has backstabbed PlayStation fanboys around the world. This comes from VentureBeat. Heck yeah. Jeff Grubberton wrote VentureBeat. Hideo Kojima and Microsoft have signed a letter of intent that states the two parties intend to work out the details on a publishing agreement for a new Xbox game. According to sources familiar with the matter, I read that wrong, but that's the period right there. This is a key step in the negotiations between the Metal Gear Solid creator and the Xbox company. This signifies that both parties have agreed to a generalized deal while lawyers continue hashing out the finer points, dotting them I's, slashing them T's. So there we go. Silent Hill confirmed as a Microsoft exclusive, coming to Game Pass. Telling you right now.
No,
there you have it.
No.
What do you guys think? What do you, Ignacio? What do you think this is gonna be? What's going on here?
From the sounds of it, it seems like it is just gonna be another weird Kojima thing because they are talking about how I think that the reason he is going with Microsoft for this one is that they probably dangled the idea of the cloud for Kojima, and I think Kojima saw a lot of potential of what he could do with the cloud, and so I think that it probably will be something like that, something using the cloud, but in a weird way.
Because he on Twitter recently, he's been kind of recalling all of the strange technologies and things that he's been doing, which is nostalgic. But then, if you really want to put your tinfoil hat on and be, looking into stuff, it might be like, oh yeah, there might be some new thing that is exciting him, like some new technology, like the cloud, that is just being like, man, I think of all the crazy stuff I've done in the past and all the stuff that I can do now with this thing. So who knows?
Yeah. I think one of the coolest things that a video game has ever done was when you fought Psycho Mantis and it made you switch your controller to the next slot.
Yeah, to the other port. Yeah.
And it made you think that your memory card was being corrupted or something. Yeah. That is one of the coolest things any video game has ever done. So if Kojima is going to work with some different kind of technology, then I'm all freaking for it, dude. That would be awesome. Yeah. That would be great. But that's all the information we have for now, so we don't know. But a lot of PlayStation fanboys are feeling very betrayed.
Metal Gear Solid 5 confirmed exclusive for Xbox World Premiere.
There's also a petition. There's a petition on what's that site? What's that website? What's that website called?
Change.org or something.
Change.org to already cancel his Microsoft game with 5 signatures. So there you go. Yeah, people are fools, dumb. Dude. Oh my god. Some more Kojima related news. Number 4. Konami, Kojima's ex, has partnered with Bloober Team. Konami has announced a partnership with Bloober Team, the horror developers behind Layers of Fear, Blair Witch, and The Medium. No details have been released on what they may be working on, but this could very well be a new Silent Hill game. Absolutely debunking Abandoned, the PS5 exclusive we've all been led to believe is a secret Kojima project. Am I right in saying that? You think this debunks that entirely?
It will never be debunked.
I don't think Abandoned is Silent Hill stuff. When I was playing The Medium when it came out, there were rumors kind of around this thing that, oh, maybe Bloober Team is working with Konami on something. Ooh, maybe it's Silent Hills, because I think there was something with the composer, like the composer of The Medium was also working with Konami on something.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what it is, and Bloober Team would be an interesting match for Silent Hills. I know that mileage may vary for some people. Their Blair Witch game I know was very middling for people. Same with The Medium. So putting them on Silent Hill might, for some people, be like, I don't know if I want them on that. But the style of game that they do is also exactly that.
Yeah.
So who knows? We'll see.
There isn't very many developers that I can think of that focus on horror specifically. I think of Bloober Team. I think of
probably more than you think, but not like household names. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Capcom, I think they have some horror games. They're doing horror games the best right now, to be honest with you, Capcom. So
yeah. Right, Kyle? Michael?
Sure.
Right? You've played them, right?
I take your word for it. I trust you guys.
Oh, and then there's Tango Gameworks, which is making that game, Ghostwire Tokyo, which is a horror game. Yep. So I don't know. But putting a Bloober Team on Silent Hill, it's like throwing one of us into PAX panel. You know what I mean? Or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, we can do it. We can rock it.
Yeah, we can. Okay, it's like throwing one of us to host T3. Is that how you know what I mean?
Sure,
like
maybe
like that kind of thing. Like,
it's
okay, I've never done this.
Do a podcast, but I don't know about E3 yet.
Yeah, exactly. Bloober makes scary games, but Silent Hill, I guess, is a very big thing. So there we go. But we'll see. That is also a lot of rumors and speculations is what we do here on this here podcast. You know what I mean? Yep. And pretty much all podcasts, basically.
Yep.
That's what everyone's talking about. Everyone's just talking out of their ass about rumors and speculation. But we have fun with it, right, guys?
We got fun.
We have fun with it. Number 5. This is not rumor and speculation. This has been spoken about by that mouth specifically. Remedy has announced a partnership with 505 Games to bring a multiplayer Control spin-off game, codenamed Condor. The game is described as a 4-player co-op PvE game, similar to Left 4 Dead. They also officially confirmed they are expanding the Control franchise with a bigger budget Control game, which would be Control 2. Here in the blog post by Remedy, they said, "We have successfully collaborated with 505 Games for over 4 years and have both become stronger in our respective fields. We are happy to extend and deepen our partnership. This new agreement supports Remedy's aims to expand our games into long-term franchises, create benchmark-setting games, strengthen our commercial capabilities, and collaborate with great partners with whom we can succeed together." That comes from Tero Virtala, the CEO of Remedy Entertainment. So we are going back into the world of Control, but we're going with 3 other friends and we're playing this. Now I am not too afraid to play it. There we have it. You guys both beat this game, right?
I did.
Yeah, Control I did, yeah.
Kyle, you want to do some co-op for it?
I'd be willing to try it. I am usually not like a multiplayer like that. That's just not what I do. But yeah, like I think this space is perfect for that type of thing. Just to get all the like Banshee style bad guys and the like regular ones, and you gotta like you have all these powers and you can fly. Dude, that'd be crazy. Like, think of the potential that the Avengers had to be like, you have your Hulk, you have this power, or that one, but it's in this like weird like sci-fi setting with all that stuff. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
that'd be neat.
You know what I'm thinking of? So this game isn't really scary. I say it is, but I think it is. There's parts, right? There's parts where it scares you. It has its moment. I'm thinking now, usually when we play co-op 4-player games, whatever it may be, games like that, there isn't really horror ones, There's like the 2-player maybe horror sort of. You know what? Actually, I take that back. There's Phasmophobia. There's all this. There's plenty of horror co-op games.
Left 4 Dead is kind of like that. Back 4 Blood is kind of like that.
Well, no, Back 4 Blood is not scary. That's not scary. I feel like that's not scary. That's just like waves of zombies. Scary. Well, actually, Left 4 Dead, if you like separate from your team and then you run into a little witch that's crying, that shit's scary, dude. That's real scary. But I want to have that experience where like you get scared on your own if you separate from your team, and then you have to freaking gun it to them. So, because you're freaking afraid of shit. But I feel like you could do that in Phasmophobia. But in Phasmophobia, there's no sprint. So, you know what I mean? So, that's what I'm talking about. Let me have a gun as well. You know, let's do this.
Yeah.
So it would be cool for Control to have those,
Absolutely.
to keep that vibe of like that creepiness of Control, and like, you know, this, you know, wide open office building that's like ominous and stuff.
Yeah.
With your friends.
For me, I don't need this game. Like, I don't need a multiplayer component for Control. I want more story. Like, tell me more stuff like that, which they are doing as well. But we also know that they want to do like a Control cinematic universe kind of thing.
A franchise,
where all of their games are tying in. It might not be more Control, it might be something else, but it's in the same universe. And so I think, if they start expanding in that direction, they should put some multiplayer stuff in there. That would help out a lot to diversify the portfolio.
I have all the confidence that they could make this very cool.
Yeah.
You excited for that, Ignacio?
Not really. I'm not. Those are not my type of games. The multiplayer 4-player games, Left 4 Dead games, are not my my type of games. Also, we are already getting Back 4 Blood. We're getting the game that Arcane is developing. We've gotten DC already, and we're getting all these other games. So I do not think that we need actually another game.
I assume this is very far out, right? This is very far out. This is probably like a few years from now.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but as far as Control 2, I'm super excited. I do want more out of Control. Control was one of my game of the years that year, so I really want more. Nice. Another game.
Mm-hmm. And we're getting it. We're getting it, Ignacio. You know what else we're getting? Number 6, rumored last week and confirmed this week, a Dead Space remake is coming. This also comes from Venture Beat. Jeff Grubby Grub wrote here. Electronic Arts has and Star Wars Battlefront 2 co-developer Motive working on a new Dead Space game. Oh yeah, it is has. Electronic Arts has Star Wars Battlefront 2 co-developer Motive working on a new Dead Space game. Eurogamer and Gamatsu first reported the existence of the game, and GamesBeat can confirm parts of what each outlet has heard. While a new Dead Space is coming, Motive is rebooting the franchise with a full-fledged remake. For its Dead Space game, Motive is taking notes from Capcom's recent Resident Evil remakes. Like Resident Evil 2 remake, I expect the next Dead Space to use the original game as a strong foundation, but it should also have modern visuals, and it will likely bring in new gameplay mechanics inspired by other entries in the franchise. So, I did not like Resident Evil prior to these remakes. I played the remakes. These games are freaking awesome. For more people to see that and be like, you know what? We should do something like that. And then they didn't do it. EA is doing it with Dead Space. I did not like Dead Space before because of how scary it was. But now with these remakes, we're freaking doing it, dude. Dead Space. Kyle, did you play it?
I did not. I did not. I mentioned that story last week where my roommate was playing it and wouldn't.
Oh yeah,
play
that
it
you saw him play.
I wasn't in the room, he would pause it and be like, "I'm gonna wait for you to come back."
So this was rumored last week, and now it's like been sort of, I guess, officially reported on and confirmed.
It isn't still official confirmation
from EA, but like it's like reporters.
Reporters hearing rumors.
Reporters have confirmed that they are working on Dead Space remake, which we're most likely going to see. When was it? It's at the end of the month, July something.
July 22nd. Yeah.
EA is doing their EA Play. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff probably going to come out of that. I think we're going to see Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2, Dead Space remake. Bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There we go. So Dead Space remake coming out. You guys spoke about all that stuff last week, so now we can officially confirm that. But that is it for the major game news of the week, my friends. A lot of exciting stuff coming from the video game world. Take us into new and notable.
Man, it's a dry week. Real slow. There are
But hey.
Good call, Ignacio, for putting that stuff in there. We only have like 2 games on here that we have right now, and Ignacio is working on the PS Plus games and games with gold that we totally forgot to put in there. So the first one, Gino, one of your favorites, A Plague Tale Innocence, is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, as well as Switch, July 6th. So
July
kind of around the
6th.
time that this goes public. I don't remember what day is what.
The same day this goes public. Yeah, that is Tuesday. So
sure, yeah.
So when you're hearing this, Plague Tale Innocence is out. Go play it. It will also be free on PlayStation Plus.
Yes,
and
for PlayStation 5.
And it is on Game Pass as well. So you can try it. You can play it. You don't have to pay nothing.
I played the demo of the game and I liked it. I just never got around to playing more of it. And so now that it's on my I extra have no excuse now because I have Game Pass and it's on there. But I also
especially with the second one coming out,
PlayStation 5. So
yeah, exactly. Ignacio, you gonna try Plague Tale?
I might. Not making any promises.
I've heard good things.
Loser, dude.
After that, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin is out on Switch and PC on July 9th. I'm sure somewhere at his Digimon tournament, Alan is rejoicing. So more Monster Hunter, yeah! So,
is he excited for this?
I have no idea, to be honest.
I think he isn't.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, more Monster Hunter. I think this is more of like a story mode thing rather than like go hunt monsters. You know, like what you do in Monster Hunter.
It's a turn-based RPG.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that.
Pretty cool.
This month for PS Plus, Plague Tale Innocence on PlayStation 5. You guys can go download that as we just mentioned. Black Ops 3, as well as WWE 2K Battlegrounds will all be available. So go make sure that you put those in your library. Even if you are not interested in playing those right away, just put those in there because then you'll have them for down the road.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Good stuff. That. Games with gold. The King's Bird is available from June 1st to the 30th, which I guess is already done. Is this from this month or last month? Most of these are from June. Well, okay. Because those last two. That's those last two are already done. That must be from last month.
Oh shit! I forgot that it is July.
You know what? I'm gonna call an audible here, guys. I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, I got them.
The games with gold, they continue to be games I've never heard of.
Hasn't been good.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I don't see the point. What is it?
There you go.
There we go. We got Planet Alpha from July 1st to the 31st.
What is that?
No idea. We got Rock of Ages 3 Make and Break from July 16th to August 15th.
Don't talk shit about the Rock of Ages. It's made here in Chile, so don't talk shit.
You made it?
Yeah.
He did. All by himself.
All by himself.
Conquer Live and Reloaded from July 1st to the 15th will also be available, as well as Midway Arcade. Midway Arcade Origins, which will be available from July 16th through the 31st. I think Conquer and Midway are both the 360 games, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, yeah.
there you go. That's that. The new and notable is now old and noted, or whatever he says there. Go team, right?
Yeah. Keep on keeping them coming, eh?
Keep bringing them coming.
Keep bringing them coming.
On the high road, in the long road.
Exactly. Cool. Let us get right into our lightning round.
Okay, so for our lightning round, we have here 4 news stories. First up, Nico Parker has been cast as Sarah, Joel's daughter, in HBO's The Last of Us series. It also appears the show has begun filming. Gino, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, they posted a picture where they're in the vehicle. It's Pedro Pascal.
They're all smiling.
Gabriel Luna.
Gabriel Luna, Nico Parker, and we all know what scene that is. We all know what scene that is. So everyone was. I'm excited, guys. This is freaking awesome.
The interesting thing with this is, like, we know that they're sticking to the story of the first game. I don't know Nico Parker, but from what I was hearing online, people are speculating that, like, hey, if you get someone as well known as her, or as like good as her, I'm not sure. I think she's been in Dumbo, like Disney's live action Dumbo, but a lot of people seem to like her, so they're speculating that we might get more flashbacks. Like we might dig in a little bit more with that there. So
or it could be that because the opening is longer before.
Yeah, because I feel like the scene with Sarah, which Nico Parker is playing, that's like a 15-20 minute scene in the game. So I feel like, this being a show, that'll probably be an episode or 2. Yeah. Or around there. So it is going to be fleshed out to like an hour rather than 15 minutes. So I think we are going to see more. Because they also need to, like, it needs to have that same impact. So I think they're going to want to make you feel that with a character that you're going to spend more time with watching rather than playing. So that's great. That's very exciting. That's very exciting.
Yeah. Very exciting indeed. Next up, Marvel's Avengers will soon allow repeat characters on one team, this time permanently. So last time that they did it, they had this whole event about a tachyon anomaly, I think that it was called, and that's how they justified characters having the same characters on one team. And so I always thought that it was weird that it was just a limited time event, since it was something that people really wanted. But it's cool to see that now they are actually making it permanent.
I think they were trying to get too caught up in, like, oh, we need to have a story reason for this to occur, when, like, at the end of the day, it's just like, guys, this is a video game. Like, this isn't like the movies. Like, we just want to have dumb fun, like, stuff like that. So there you go. Ignacio is on a phone call, so we are going to move right along and leave him in our dust.
Look, he's just done.
Right?
He just picked up
all
a phone
business. Call. He has us in his ear, so he can hear us the entire time. Oh, he's done. He's back.
Oh, you're back. Oh, okay, there you go. You're not muted. You gotta unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was my grandma calling.
Okay.
So yeah. Where was
Marvel's
number 3?
Multiple Hulks.
Yeah. Gino, how excited are you for being able to play as multiple Hulks?
What'd you say?
Moving on. xCloud is now available for everyone with Game Pass Ultimate. So if you are in one of the countries that has xCloud, hopefully you can enjoy it.
You don't have it, Ignacio?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, wow. Well, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't use it. I don't use it, but, like, if I could give my slot to you, I would, But I don't use it.
I got to try it out on the beta while I was in the
True friend.
Yeah. I got to try it out, and I think that it works pretty well for it. So
cool.
Hopefully people are enjoying it where they can.
I gotta get me a backbone is what I gotta do. I gotta get a backbone.
Sure.
Mainly to remote play my Final Fantasy for my PS5 to my phone, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, between you and me,
awesome.
Ignacio, Gino needs a backbone in more than one way. You know what I mean?
More than one, yeah. Gino, did you finish 7 Remake Intermission?
I haven't finished anything, Ignacio, so quit asking about it, dude. Quit asking.
Just
hey, at least you've started it.
playing.
I haven't even bought it yet.
I'm trying to finish Ratchet and Clank.
Pause. No, you're not. I see that you play so much 14. Just play 7.
I'm trying to finish Ratchet and Clank. I literally want Scarlet Nexus. And now I want that Chicory, A Tale of Color or whatever. I've heard so much of that game and I want it now, but I am literally stopping myself from buying these games because I need to finish Ratchet and Clank and Intermission. And you know what's funny about this though?
Playing 14.
You know what's funny about this? That I was like, I know there's another game that I need to finish after Ratchet and Clank. I know there is. What is it? And I completely forgot it was Intermission until you just told me right now. So thanks.
God, final news stories that we have here. Casey Hudson, formerly of BioWare, unveiled Humanoid Studios, which promises to combine excellence in the arts with advanced science to deliver the future of interactive entertainment.
Cool.
Cool.
That sounds
cool.
cool.
A new studio from Casey Hudson.
Yeah.
Freaking lit, dude.
Mm-hmm. Lit AF.
Hope all the vibes are good in that studio, you know?
Yeah. I hope all the vibes are good in all studios, but yeah, sure.
Exactly. Yeah. Goes without saying. Stop trying to make me look like a piece of shit, Kyle. That goes without saying. I didn't have to say.
I mean, to be honest, I think I'm the one that made myself look like a piece of shit. Like it's all studios, Gino.
Guys. Okay, you both are pieces of shit. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
You're just saying that to say that, Agnes.
Nah.
There you go.
I mean, we do a podcast, but we're not above being pieces of shit yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff. Good stuff. That's it for the lightning round. Gino, do you want to take us out? Do you want me to do that since I normally do that? What do you want to do?
Kyle, what are you looking forward to this weekend or week?
This week, dude. I also just started The Expanse on Amazon Prime, and holy shit, I am loving it. I binged watched season 1. It is phenomenal. I cannot wait to start season 2 and watch that one. So that's what I'm going to be up to this week. I really do, for real, this time want to start Intermission for Final Fantasy. I haven't even bought it yet, but I want to knock that out before I go on my vacation and stuff like that. So we'll see. I have 2 weeks to knock it out.
Awesome. What about you, Ignacio? What are you looking forward to this week?
Vacation. I just finished my
nice.
semester, and so right now I'm on vacation. The Tuesday I had my only exam, and then Friday I had to deliver my final work. So I'm on vacation until August, the first week of August.
Hell yeah!
Awesome.
Looking forward to that.
Awesome. That's great. Almost a whole month.
Yep.
Freaking excellent. I am looking forward to finishing Ratchet and Clank.
No one asked you.
Well, I asked myself. Finishing Ratchet. I'm looking forward to finishing Ratchet and Clank. Man, it is really bright. It's extremely bright right now. I'm looking forward to finishing Ratchet and Clank, Final Fantasy Intermission. I just if you guys don't know, Final Fantasy 14 and Twitch, Square Enix and Twitch are doing a collaboration where if you gift 4 subs to specific creators, Final Fantasy 14 streamers, then you get a mount in the game. So that's freaking awesome. Are you
one of those creators?
I wish, dude. I wish. And one day I will be. So I'm trying to aim for that. You know, that's why I'm playing Final Fantasy a lot, Ignacio. You know, I'm thinking about the future. You know, I'm thinking about the future.
Sure.
It's
not that you have an obsession with that game.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the future. Maybe one day they'll do another collaboration, and then you guys are gonna be playing the game at that point, and then you will come into my stream.
Yeah,
and be like,
just
here,
like Greg is gonna play it.
yeah, here, Gino, have some gift subs, and then you give me all your money, and then you get them out in the game. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Greg as well. Fuck that guy. So so I'm looking forward to playing some more of that, and hopefully buying Chikorita and
Chicory?
and
A
Scarlet
colorful
Nexus.
tail?
Yeah,
Chicory dickory doo.
exactly. So there we have it. That's what we're all excited for, my friends. And how do we close this out, Kyle? How do we close this out? Can you
Social media?
Gino, where can people find you on the internet?
Exactly. That's the last thing we do as well. You guys find me over on Twitter at Gino_Viteri. And I'll circle back and say the Whatnauts. Ignacio, where can the people find you on the internet?
They can find me on Twitter at IgnacioRojasB. That's IGNACIOROJASB.
What about you, Kyle?
You can find me at Yo Kyle Springer on Twitter, and that's about it.
Nice. If you liked what you heard today, you can find all of us over at The Whatnauts on Twitter and search The Whatnauts on your favorite podcast service of choice, and all our shows will pop up there. But this show has been Crossplay, and you, my friends, have been played. Was that good?
y'all been played. Suckers.
Was that good? Was that a good end?
Yeah, it was good. We'll stop it there.
All right.
Bye,
Awesome.
guys.
Bye.